No, I'm good. Me and Soulja Boy cool. He just
no beef with Soulja.
Soulja Boy, get a chest. And you gotta have more than 2 songs to be have a 35-year prolific career. You can't do 2 songs, and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you. And beef with me. Get out of here. I'll put you in one of the movies. I need a crackhead for the new scare.
What's up to get in your position? What? I got on MySpace and YouTube and grinded as a teenager in the hood, and I made and you mad because you had to get in your ass. You had to suck.
So remember when Soulja Boy and Marlon Wayans started going at each other out of nowhere? Well, the streets finally think they know the real reason why. A man just came forward claiming he was Soulja's secret lover. And he's not just talking, he's dropping explosive accusations about Soulja paying him hush money. And here's the kicker. This bombshell allegedly connects straight back to Soulja's beef with Marlon. What kicked off as a little shade has now spiraled into one of the messiest dramas we've seen in a minute. Just listen to how Soulja snapped at Marlon the other day. He wasn't holding back at all.
Marlon Wayans, smack your bald head ass. Talking about Marlon Wayans was trying to defend me. Man, shut the up, man. Marlon Wayans, man. Bad baby, man. Blueface, man. God, these broke peon ass niggas, man. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Suck my man. God damn, every day this, Soulja that. Trump. Everybody. Everything.
This feud went from 0 to 100 and nobody saw it coming. Let's be real. Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy were never even in the same lane. But suddenly, early this year, all that changed when Marlon took his shot and lit the match that set Soulja off. It all traces back to when Soulja performed at Trump's second inauguration celebration. Marlon wasn't having it. He hopped on a radio show and flat out said Soulja was canceled and only chasing a check.
Soulja Boy, he been canceled. Nobody cares, Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy better go get that check. Yeah, I don't think he had hits and
It's been a minute. It's
been a while.
He don't care. I think, and to be honest with you, I don't know if they knew it was underwritten Trump.
That one jab pushed Soulja over the edge. And from there, the chaos just kept piling on. Now you already know Soulja Boy never lets criticism slide. Instead of brushing it off, he jumped online and went nuclear. But the wild part, he didn't just aim at Marlon, he crossed every line possible. First, Soulja started clowning Marlon's late mother, throwing out comments so foul people were straight up disgusted. Fans couldn't believe he went that low. Marlon, being the comedian he is, tried to flip it. He fired back with sarcasm, joking that Soulja's antics were giving him fresh ideas for his next scary movie. That should have been the end, but Soulja just couldn't stop. He took it to an even uglier place, blasting Marlon's son Kai with offensive remarks that had the internet furious. That's when Marlon snapped for real. He shut Soulja down completely, defending his son and dragging Soulja as nothing but a washed-up rapper chasing clout. And Marlon didn't just clap back on socials, he got creative. He cooked up an AI-generated country diss track straight at Soulja, and trust me, it was brutal. The lyrics were dripping with disrespect, calling out Soulja's failures, and petty enough to make everybody laugh at his expense. Crazy thing is, these two didn't even have real beef before that radio comment. But now, it turned into all-out war.
Soulja Boy is on Krenak and meth. I can smell it on his breath.
And just when folks thought the drama was cooling off, boom! This mystery man pops up claiming he was Soulja's secret lover all along. This whole saga has everybody talking. William sat down with Tasha K for a deep dive interview, and he laid out every detail of what he says went down with Soulja Boy. No filters, no holding back. He even gave graphic descriptions of Soulja during this messy sit-down that had viewers shocked and squirming.
I loved it. I had some lube. It was lube. It was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, "Take this, you white." Like he kept, like he's very like into like the race play stuff. And
Soulja.
But here's the thing. I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him or like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music? I was so nervous. I go up the stairs and I'm just heart beating, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, you get down? And I was like, oh, am I gay? Yeah, I'm gay as fuck. I get in there and at that moment I go from professional, like a fan to like, you're about to have sex with him.
But here's where things took a darker turn. William admitted he was nervous and even low-key scared during the alleged encounter. That confession alone made people raise eyebrows all over social media. Soulja, on the other hand, wasn't fazed at all. He laughed it off, flat out denied everything, and then threw gasoline on the fire by claiming Meek Mill was the mastermind paying William to spread these wild stories. And just when you thought the mess couldn't get any crazier, Jaguar Wright stormed into the chat with her own explosive claims. She insisted Soulja was a victim, saying the industry ran him through when he was young, comparing his story to what Lil Wayne went through. But Jaguar didn't stop there. She went further, alleging that Soulja was mixed up in private encounters with big-name industry figures, even dropping 50 Cent's name. You already know that set the internet ablaze, with fans arguing non-stop over whether she was exposing hidden truths or just stirring chaos.
You go and buy them all off, Curtis.
Wait, so you did a PSA on Curtis about him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
On the cover of,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of poking the bear there.
I'm not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone. And I've spoken to 2 men he's lived in sales with, who you had with. Curtis! No, I'm not saying allegedly. You're and you know it.
I'm gonna do my Pierce Morgan and say he's not here to defend himself, so
No,
we're
and neither is his ass.
Jaguar might have set the internet on fire, but let's be real, her track record is messy. She's known for throwing out wild claims, and with her own legal issues in the past, a lot of folks question her credibility. At the end of the day, nothing she said has been proven, and both Soulja Boy and 50 Cent laughed off, or flat out denied the rumors. But circling back to Marlon, maybe he was paying attention to all that buzz swirling around Soulja when he fired shots on his AI track. Maybe it was pure coincidence, or maybe Marlon knew exactly what he was doing. Either way, this feud has everybody scratching their heads because let's be honest, it's strange. Soulja beefing with Marlon Wayans is just plain weird. Sure, rappers and actors clash sometimes, but this one feels extra random. Like seriously, what business do a rapper and a comedian even have arguing in the first place? But if you've followed Soulja for a while, you already know he'll spark drama with literally anybody. Doesn't matter if you're in music, comedy, movies, or even politics. If there's a chance to stir chaos, Soulja jumps right in. Cross-industry feuds ain't new, though. We've seen 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather tear each other apart. Eminem and MG's drama spilled into Hollywood. Even Trump and Rosie O'Donnell had their legendary clashes that grabbed headlines for years. These unlikely wars grab attention because they're so unexpected, and fans eat it up. But here's what makes Soulja different. This ain't just one random fight, it's his whole career strategy. Picking fights keeps his name buzzing, and this beef with Marlon is just the latest proof. With Soulja, it doesn't matter who you are. If he sees an opening to get people talking, he's taking it. And let's be real, whether it's for music, promo clout, or just because he thrives on chaos, one thing's certain, this won't be Soulja's last beef. But the real question is, are they truly at war, or is this just some calculated mess to keep both names trending? Officially, this whole thing popped off when Marlon clowned Soulja for performing at Trump's inauguration party. But watching how both of them keep fueling it, it feels less like real smoke and way more like a publicity stunt. Think about it. Marlon's got Scary Movie 6 dropping next year, and let's be honest, his career's been a little hit or miss. A splash of controversy might be exactly what he needs to make sure people are still saying his name when that movie premieres. And Soulja? Come on! It's been a long minute since he dropped a real hit. Staying messy online might be his only way of keeping fans locked in. Plus, we all know the golden rule of social media. Beef equals engagement. The more back and forth, the more views, likes, and shares they rake in. Even folks who don't care about the music or the movies are still tuning in just for the drama. Now here's the plot twist. What if this is all leading up to a collab? Sounds wild, but the industry has seen stranger moves. These so-called feuds sometimes flip into diss track features, parody skits, or even random cameos in each other's projects. Imagine the chaos if Marlon popped up in a Soulja video or Soulja made a cameo in Marlon's movie. At the end of the day, Soulja stays in drama like it's his job description. Half these feuds don't even feel that serious. It's starting to look like a full-blown marketing strategy. For him, beef isn't just conflict, it's currency, and he knows exactly how to spend it. Soulja's list of feuds is longer than a CVS receipt. He's gone at Chris Brown, Lil Yachty, Ice-T, Kanye West, and now Marlon Wayans gets added to the mix. Whenever drama pops off, somehow, some way, Soulja's name always finds its way into the conversation, and the timing, always suspicious. Every time the music slows down, suddenly he's front and center in a brand new beef. Coincidence? Hard to believe. It's happened too many times. Social media is Soulja's weapon of choice. He lives for Twitter rants. He'll wake up, fire off something wild, and let the internet spiral. Once fans start reacting, he doubles down, throwing out nastier insults, empty threats, and personal digs just to keep the fire blazing. Before you know it, he's trending again, getting headlines without dropping a single track. But here's the pattern. Once the buzz dies down, the beef just vanishes. We've seen it with Kanye, with Chris Brown, with others. 1 minute Soulja is talking reckless, the next, silence. Either these celebs just let it slide, or maybe, just maybe, some of these feuds were never as real as they seemed in the first place. And now, with Marlon, Soulja is already teasing a diss track. Low-key, looking like a setup to push some new music. But here's the problem. Not every feud stays harmless clout chasing. Some start as stunts and spiral out of control. This situation with Marlon took a dark left turn when Soulja crossed the line, throwing out offensive remarks about Marlon's transgender son, a move that had the internet dragging him for going too far. So even if this feud did start as a publicity stunt, it's clear it's blown way past that now. Soulja knows the game. He's been using controversy to keep himself in the spotlight for years. Whether it's firing random shots at artists, making wild claims, or straight up playing the villain online, he always finds a way to stay in the conversation. But now the real question is, are we just watching another one of his marketing tricks, or did Soulja finally cross the line too far? Because this beef isn't just messy entertainment anymore, it's turned into a cultural moment. What started as celebrity drama has rippled out into memes, social media debates, and even bigger societal issues. For starters, meme culture ran with it instantly. Marlon Wayans' jab about Soulja not being relevant since 2007 went viral. Suddenly, Soulja's been missing since 2007 became a punchline all over TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. The internet had a field day clowning him. But underneath the jokes, it got serious fast. When Soulja went after Marlon's transgender son with those offensive remarks, the whole situation shifted. People weren't just laughing anymore, they started having real conversations about discrimination and why slurs like that are so damaging. For once, this feud highlighted a deeper problem: how careless words from celebs can feed into harmful stereotypes about the LGBTQ+ community. And beyond that, it's reignited a bigger debate about celebrity responsibility. Public figures have massive platforms, and when they use them recklessly, the damage can go way further than they realize. It's got people asking, should celebs be using their platforms to push something positive, or are they just throwing gasoline on the fire every time they stir up controversy? And don't forget the politics. Soulja Boy performing at that Trump event wasn't just some random gig. It lit people up and added more heat to the political divide in entertainment. This feud hasn't just split the industry, it split the fans too. On one side, you've got Marlon's supporters cheering him on for defending his son with humor and grit. On the other, you've got Soulja's diehard fans backing his right to perform wherever he wants, no matter who's mad about it. It's turned into a battle of values. What kind of behavior are you really willing to support? And here's what makes it wild. This whole mess is proof of how different worlds collide. A rapper and a comedian going head-to-head, pulling fans from hip-hop and comedy into the same heated conversation. Add in the tech twist, Marlon dropping that AI-generated country diss track. And it shows how celebrity beef is evolving with the times. It's not just shady tweets and Instagram rants anymore, it's full-on digital warfare. This drama has exploded everywhere, from social media feeds to mainstream news, and it's clear this feud is way bigger than just two celebrities bickering. It's touching on culture, politics, technology, and real-life social issues all at once. Honestly, this one's going down in the books as one of the wildest crossovers we've seen in a while. So now we gotta ask, do you think this is real beef? Or are they just playing the game for clicks, clout, and a comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, share this with your friends, and subscribe for more messy celeb drama. See you in the next one.